No escape now, no one will survive. Hi guys.
Motherfuckers.
You fucking arsehole.
And that's how we're starting.
So basically, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going through our predictions for NXT Weekend. That's what we're calling it. Because we've got NXT War Games on Saturday, and then on Sunday we've got Survivor Series featuring Raw, SmackDown, and for the first time ever, NXT. And do you know what? It's also the first time ever that they've said it's the first time ever, and it's actually been the first time ever.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to start off with War Games, and the first match that we're going to start off with is Pete Dunne versus Damian Priest versus Killian Dane to determine the number one contender for the NXT Championship, which will be defended the next night on Survivor Series.
We shall start with the man who is wearing, the Pete Dunne t-shirt.
He's wearing a Pete Dunne t-shirt. Ian, who's your pick?
I did say to Brian the other day, I think Pete Dunne and Adam Cole put on a better match. But preferably I'd rather have Priest win.
You want Priest?
Because Dunne doesn't need elevation like the other two do.
Doesn't he deserve that t-shirt that he's wearing? But Thomas,
No, he does not.
who have you got in this one?
Quite the contrary to Ian, I have got Pete Dunne.
You're
Because
taking Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne is just Pete Dunne, and the longest reigning United Kingdom champion.
I'm going with Ian on this one. I'm going to say that Priest's going to get the win here. Adam Cole and Priest have put on a great match. So the next match that we've got is Finn Balor versus it's Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, because it was set to be Johnny Gargano until Johnny Gargano
That's because
was put
that
injured.
this prick, is too much of a pussy and he got injured. Finn Balor put him on the shelf.
Ian can fuck off.
Finn Balor put him on the shelf.
Who have you got in this match?
Finn Balor.
You're taking Balor, right? Fair
I'm
enough.
taking Balor as
Tom's
well.
taking Balor as well. I'm taking. I want Matt Riddle to get. Do you know what? I'm going to go away Finn Balor. Well, I'll take Finn Balor. No, I'm going with Matt Riddle just so I can be a little bit different than you two. So next up, we've got the men's War Game match, and it's shaping up to be fucking sick. So on one hand, we've got Undisputed Era. That is Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole, baby! And on the other team, we have got Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominik Dijakovic, and somebody who's not yet been announced. Before we get into who we think's going to win this match, Thomas, who's the fourth man?
Kevin Owens.
You saying Kevin Owens?
I'm saying Owens.
Kevin Owens to show up on NXT and take that spot. It's a fucking nice shout. I'd love that to happen. Ian?
Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Isaiah Swerve Scott. And, well, again, I kind of disagree with that one. That one's pretty fucking sick. Do you know what? I'm taking that. I'm copying Ian on this one. Let's move on to who we actually think is going to win. Ian?
The Undisputed Era.
Thomas?
Is there any point asking me?
So, all three of us are going. No, I'm going with Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Dijakovic.
You're not going with UE?
No. Next up, we've got the women's War Game match. This is Team Baszler versus Team Ripley. It's Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray
Also known as the Losers.
versus Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, and Tegan Knox. So, who should we? Let's start with Tom. I usually start with you. Start with Tom.
No, it's a very tough one. It is hard. Fuck it.
We're coming back to Thomas. Ian,
Ripley's team.
you're taking Team Ripley. For me, I am going to take Team Baszler, but I'm not going to take the point if Team Baszler just straight up wins, because I'm adding a little caveat into this. You ready?
Go on.
Dakota Kai's got to cost them. Dakota Kai's got to come in and cost them. That's the only stipulation that will let me take the point on that.
Right, fair enough then.
Who are you taking?
Taking Team Baszler.
Taking Team Baszler. So Team Baszler with Dakota Kai, Ripley. But that's War Games. It looks like it's going to be pretty sick. But we're not going to just stop there. We're moving straight in to our Survivor Series predictions. So now on to Survivor Series, and the first match that we're going to talk about is Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio in a no-holds-barred match for the WWE Championship. Let's start with...
Brian this time.
Oh, we're starting with me. In this match, I am taking Rey Mysterio
Taking the underdog.
with involvement from
Dominic.
both Dominik Dijakovic and Ken Velasquez.
Dominic Dijakovic?
Dominik Dijakovic? What, right? No.
Dominic Dijakovic.
Dominic Mysterio. That's
Dominic
his name.
Dijakovic is the fucking Rey
Wrestler.
Mysterio's
Rey
son.
Mysterio's son, Dominik Dijakovic. Pick a winner.
John Cena.
Right, John Cena's going to win.
No,
That's his legit
no,
pick.
it isn't
Ian.
my legit pick. Go fuck
Ian.
yourself. Brock Lesnar is my legit pick. Brock Lesnar is my pick.
Brock Lesnar's gonna win because he gets 500k per appearance.
Right, so we've got Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio,
Brock
John
Lesnar.
Cena.
Brock Lesnar.
So the next match that we've got is Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship. We will start with Ian.
Dreadlocks is gonna win.
Dreadlocks is going to win. Thomas.
The swarm of children singing. He's got the whole world in his hands. Are going to win.
So Tom's got
The swarm of children.
the swarm of children, right?
There's going to be a swarm of children that are going to attack Daniel Bryan and pick up the Universal title.
We all agree Bray's winning that.
Aye.
It has to be.
Aye,
A part of me really wants to say Daniel, but no.
It's also rumoured though that they want Bray to main event
Mania.
Mania.
Nah, it
Against
makes sense.
Reigns.
Right, we've got the Survivor Series elimination match. We've got Team Raw,
Is it the men or the women's, Bryan?
women's. We've got Team Raw. This is Charlotte, Natalia, the Kabuki Warriors, and Sarah Logan. Hello, Sarah. It's good to see you back on TV.
Logan.
She was off getting a new tattoo. That's why she went on TV.
She should never have been taken off
No,
TV.
no,
But let's
she
move on.
wasn't. She was in that fucking fierce
BT
rivalry on main event with Dana Brooke.
But if you noticed though, that fierce rivalry, both got on a spot.
Are you ready? Continuing that fierce rivalry on Team SmackDown, we start off with Dana Brooke.
Shit's
we've got
gonna go down.
Sasha Banks, Carmella, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross.
Just let's see.
And on Team NXT, we don't know. So we will start with Thomas. Who have you got?
Team Raw.
You got Team Raw to win this one.
I've got Charlotte Flair to be the sole survivor.
Ian, women's. Who are you taking?
I'm gonna go with NXT.
You gotta go with Team NXT?
Yeah.
Right, we discussed this beforehand. There is a stipulation. He must name 5 women who will be on that team, and at least 3 of them have to be on that team for him to get the point. So, Ian, who are the 5 women on Team NXT?
Rhea Ripley. Dakota Kai. I think Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, right?
Fuck it. Io Shirai. And... what name? Fuck it, just go for Kaylee Ray if you know she won't be there.
Right.
She won't be there, but fuck it.
So your pick is Team NXT with the 5 women. I can't remember who you just lifted off.
You'll find out what
Listed
you want.
off, but I'll find out when I edit. And for me, NXT. I'm going Team NXT, and the 5 women involved in this. I agree with you that Ripley will be involved, and I agree that Dakota Kai will be involved. I'm also chucking in Tainara Conti. I don't want to say it because Vanessa Bourne has made her shit. Vanessa Bourne has made her look shit.
Aaliyah.
But Aaliyah, I think she's got something. And Candice. Those are my picks. So next, let's go for the mid-card championship match. It's AJ Styles, the United States champ, against Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental champ, against Roderick Strong, the North American champ. We will say that this could be subject to change because there may be rumours. Well, there is rumours that Shinsuke may be dropping the title before.
But it was actually rumoured that he was dropping it to Bryan.
It was.
And then you put...
True.
The original plan was, apparently, to have Miz face the Fiend and Daniel Bryan be put in that match.
Fair enough, but who have you got in this one then?
AJ Styles will win. The person who should win is Shinsuke because he actually needs that win.
So you're saying AJ?
Yeah.
Right, Thomas?
I'm saying Roddy.
You're saying Roddy. I was going to say it, paying him to say anybody else. I am also going with Roddy. It's the Men's Tag Team Championships. And this is Raw's champions, the Viking Raiders, versus SmackDown's, the New Day, versus NXT's Undisputed Era. I can't wait to actually see what a mix-up between Undisputed Era and New Day is going to be like.
There's going to be a brilliant match.
We will start with Tom.
Oh, I'm saying Undisputed Era. I'm saying like they're gonna get the pinfall on the Viking Raiders.
I knew he couldn't say anybody except them.
Go on top, Brian. We'll go with you next.
I'm going with Undisputed Era.
I'm gonna be... No, because they just had a...
Are you going with UE as well?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed yet how my predictions are going, but you may notice that there's a pattern. Next, we move on to the Men's Survivor Series Elimination Match. This is Team Raw, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and Ricochet. Pretty decent team, to be fair.
2 of them. Well, 3 of them.
No, I think that's a pretty decent put together team. Just think Randy Orton has missed the Survivor Series.
Yeah. Aye, but it's so boring to fucking watch. Oh my goodness.
That match will be on for about an hour just because Randy Orton takes about 6 hours to do everything.
Versus Team SmackDown,
Does
and
that make any sense?
if you thought Team Raw was crap, we got Roman Reigns, King Corbin, Ali,
Oh, yeah.
Ali, Shorty G, and Braun Strowman. Yeah, what a team! Don't get me wrong, most of them individually sick. On this team, yeah.
I'm guessing we're all going to be going for NXT
I
on this one.
only like 2 of them.
Versus Team NXT. We will start with Ian.
No, Brian.
No, we're starting with Ian.
No, we're going with
No,
Brian.
we're starting
start
with Ian.
Well, I'm saying NXT.
Right, name your 5.
Oh no, I want to go last. You go first. You two go first. I want to go last for a reason.
Tom, name your superstars.
Right, I'm going NXT obviously.
Name
Right.
your superstars.
So Keith Lee, Tommaso Ciampa. It's hard.
Should we just start with me then?
Right, go on.
Right, I'm going NXT. We'll start with Tommaso Ciampa.
Right.
Then I'm saying Isaiah Swerve Scott. Then I'm saying Conor Reeves. I'll get into why I'm saying Conor Reeves. Then I'm saying Dominic Dijakovic and finishing it off with Damian Priest. The reason I say Conor Reeves is because I think the 2 men who start the match should be Randy Orton and Conor Reeves, and straight away we get an RKO. Conor Reeves put out. I just love watching Conor Reeves lose. Thomas?
Right. So I've got Tommaso Ciampa. Who else did I have? Keith Lee. Dominic Dijakovic. Killian Dayton. Not actually Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle, right.
And the 5th member, Triple H.
Oh,
That's
a weird shout.
I
You
can
wanna
see
know why I
Triple
want
H
to go
being
last?
in
Because
this
you were
match.
going to say Triple H as well.
I was going to say that.
Go on, who are your 5 then?
So,
Trips.
Trips, Riddle, Pete Dunne, Ciampa, and Keith Lee.
Fair enough, it's a pretty decent show. Adam Cole versus To Be Determined. We'll start with Tom because he's the only one who went different.
Right, so
Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne.
Right, I'm picking Adam Cole because Adam Cole, right? But I am thinking Adam Cole is gonna lose the title to Pete Dunne because Pete Dunne needs to move on to bigger and better things, the NXT Championship, and Adam Cole has had this incredible month.
Adam Cole versus Damian Priest, who's going to win?
The fans.
The fans.
The fans.
Correct, but we need an actual winner of the match.
You kind of say the fans.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. Adam Cole's just no losing it. So the final match. This is the women's match. And it is Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, against Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, against Shayna Baszler, the NXT Women's Champion.
No, it's not Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, according to Sami Zayn. But we are going to start with me, because I've got a bit of an explanation going into mine. Right, so I am taking Shayna Baszler. Big surprise, every single pick of mine's been at NXT. But I'm taking Shayna Baszler to win, but the other two will be protected because I am saying that Bayley is going to cost Nikki Cross earlier on in the night, and Alexa Bliss is going to come out, take out Bayley, not for the not to say I'm going for the championship, but just to say, yo, you hurt my friend, because I want this team to stay together. Please let them stay together. Then it's just going to be left into Becky and Shayna. And then Ronda's going to come out because Ronda is due for a comeback.
Survivor Series as well.
Shayna's got to shit herself because it's going to be Becky and Ronda stood side by side, you know, Team Raw. And then BAM! Fucking Ronda's just got to take out Becky and just start fucking laying into her.
I'm probably the one person on the planet who watches wrestling who would actually prefer Ronda to turn on Baszler.
No, I would like it. Don't get me wrong, I would like it, but the reason that I want this is because it could build to that one-on-one Becky versus Ronda match. We wanted that one-on-one Becky versus Ronda match. I still want it.
Before we get that one-on-one, we're going to get the 4-on-4.
Yeah, but there's my pick. Baszler to win, the other two to be protected due to run-ins, but done well, if you get me. Thomas.
I've got Shayna Baszler.
Nice and simple.
I've got Shayna Baszler due to a thingy running, Ronda running, and then have Ronda join, you know, Shayna Baszler and Jessamine Duke and thingy doing an NXT, and then had all four of them ruling NXT.
Fair enough. Ian?
Baszler.
Taking Baszler as well.
If he doesn't win, I'm shooting Vince.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But there we go, there's all of our picks for NXT weekend. There's only going to be one punishment. We decided since it was an NXT weekend thing, we would push them all together and have one painful punishment. Basically, the loser is going to be facing their individually chose submission. They will be locked into the full effect by one of the other members. And we will run down the line. Ian, what is your submission?
How about whoever wins locks it in?
Aye, whoever wins locks it in?
Right.
Fair enough. Ian, what is your submission?
That you are getting applied to you.
Yes.
Fuck it. Go for Dragon Sleeper.
Dragon Sleeper?
Yeah.
Thomas, what is yours?
A cross-arm breaker.
Fair enough. And mine is the Carafuda Clutch. But we're looking forward to a sick weekend of wrestling. Unpredictable. We hope you enjoy it. But we hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Boys!
See you later.
Adam Cole, baby!